This is my mum making her, what's it called?
Mincemeat tart.
Mincemeat tart mix.
I'm just incorporating 4 ounces of marge with 8 ounces of self-raising flour, which includes about a tablespoon of wholemeal flour. The flour has now been covered with the marge, and I'm going to put in 2 ounces of sugar.
So that's 8 ounces of flour, 4 ounces of marge, and 2 ounces of sugar.
And once you've got that mixed in, I just put in some water, and it's difficult to know how much, but yeah, I should think about, well, maybe a wee bit more than a tablespoon. I just bung it under the tap. And then it doesn't feel as though you've got enough water at first, but you keep doing that, mix it about. And you can do this with your hands, but I don't like getting all sticky fingers. Try it with my hands to speed the process up.
So you usually don't do it with your hands, but you are doing it today just because you're being...
It's quick.
Just because it's quicker, okay.
Just squash it up. But don't put too much water in, because then what happens when it's cooked, it's a bit hard. The less water you have, the lighter it is, but you do need some water. And when you've got it into a ball, you have to half it so that you've got a slightly bigger half for the base of the mincemeat tart, because it's got the depth to be in it. Put a little bit of flour on the work surface. And you squash it about a bit. I suppose you kind of lift it over and squash it into the middle.
See, these are the things.
Yeah, well.
These are the things that get lost in tradition unless they're recorded like this.
And then keep moving the pastry around and make sure there's a bit of flour underneath so it doesn't stick to the bottom. Oops, a little hole in the middle.
That's not very good, is it?
We'll just stuff it in the middle.
Do you not put any marge in the baking tub or anything?
No.
Right.
Oh, that bit feels a wee bit thick.
There's a big hole in the middle.
It's okay, there's no hole now. Right. Just knock the bits off and then they're ready for putting the top. Now, if you had somebody who wasn't doing anything, they could put the mincemeat into the tart for you, but when you're on your own, you just do it yourself.
Amazing.
What's amazing?
That you could have somebody supporting you, an assistant.
Yes,
a mincemeat assistant.
See, Ash couldn't do that. Poppy could do that. It's a little bit crumbly.
Is that?
I think that's possibly could have done with a slightly more water, but it won't matter when it's cooked. Now, when you just have a jar of mincemeat, then it's roughly half a jar you would put in. But as we've got a huge tub, it's not quite so easy to judge. But that should do. nearly done. Now this is a trick, you
Oh,
see.
look.
You use your thumb round the edge and then all the mess that you had before kind of gets hidden. So you can see anybody could do this.
Oh, I don't know.
And where's my knife? You make a little cross in the middle and that lets air come out. And I'm not sure why, but that's just what you do. And then you put it in the oven. And you cook it at quite a high heat for about 20 minutes.
I think quite a high heat's probably not technical enough.
I know, well the trouble is, I don't know. I don't know what your cooker is, but probably about 170.
I don't think that's very high.
Well,
We do pizzas at
200
200. Okay.
200. Well, they're not as hot as pizzas.
Okay, right. Well,
Try
170.
170, and if it's too brown, then
And
make
for how long?
about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Superb. Thanks.